Okay, today we are going to discuss Ford-Fulkerson algorithm. This is a one type of the algorithm in a maximum flow algorithm. In a network, if you want to traverse from a source to the destination place, whatever the maximum flows to reach the destination, we can find by using one of the algorithm, that is a Ford-Fulkerson algorithm. And we discussed with this example graph representation. You assume it as this is a network. So in this network, source is a S and T is a target. So we'll start the traversing from the source to the target place. Whatever the possibilities to reach the destination, we'll find out. So in order to find that, we have to construct a one graph. That graph we call it as a residual graph. Okay, in order to construct the residual graph, we are using one of the part, that is a flow. Okay, so this residual graph is same as to the input graph, just we are adding the flow value. So initially flow value is the 0. Okay, and this diagram is same, just we inserted this value 0 by 10, 0 by 5, 0 by 7, 0 by 2 and so on. So we consider initially flow value is a 0. Consider 0 by 10 is nothing but a 0 is a flow value, 10 is a capacity. We also call it as a weight in our terminology. So this is a residual graph. From this graph, I am considering one path to reach the target place from a source. So I identified one path, S to C to D and D to B, B to T. Okay, find out the weights. S to C there is a weight, that is 8, and C to D weight is 10, and D to B the weight is 8, and B to T the weight is 7. Out of these weights, which one is a minimum weight value? So minimum weight 8, 10, 7. Out of these 3, the minimum value is 7. So that becomes the flow value. In the previous iteration, we consider the flow value is 0 initially. So in the path 1, flow is equivalent to flow plus 7. So we'll get the flow value is 7. So after deriving this flow value in this part, and even you construct the residual also, I am constructing this residual only for this path. So S to C the weight is 8, but we got the flow value in this path, minimum value is 7. So the path must be, the weight of that edge must be lies between 0 to flow value. So but here the weight value is 8. So how I am deriving 7 and plus 1. C to S is 7 and S to C is 1. So 7 plus 1. Anyway, we are traversing from source to C with 8 weightage. So according to this same also, C to D value is 10. So D to C is 7, C to D is 3. And this is D to B is 8. So B to D is 7, again D to B is 1. So B to T there is a weight, that is 7, and the flow value is also 7. So whenever the weight is equivalent to that particular path flow value is equal, in that situation whatever the forwarded way direction is there, that you construct into the backward direction. Okay, this is a residual graph for this path only, S, C, D, B, T, whatever the path we constructed. So construct overall graph, vertices, you construct the graph. This is after adding overall graph. Okay, S to C, C to D, and D to B, and B to T, and remaining we wrote as it is 0 by 10, 0 by 5, 0 by 2 and 0 by 10. So as of now we got the flow value is 7 in path 1. Again I am choosing another alternative, S to C, C to D, D to T. So S to C the weightage is 1. These are the weights. S to C is 1 and C to D is 3, D to T is 10. Out of this, which is the minimum? 1 is the minimum. So flow is equivalent to flow plus 1. Path 1 flow value is 7. Now we are using 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. So the flow value in this path is 8. Okay, and what is the value we derived in this iteration? 1. Okay, so S2C, we already derived these values in the previous iteration. S2C, and it means that we whatever the value we are choosing, that is a 1. And C to D also we did in the previous iteration. We have to derive D to T. D to T value, what is the value? D to T value is a 10, but what is the constraint? 1. So 0 to 1 range only the forward direction will be there. D to T. D to T is a 1, and again T to D is a 9. 9 plus 1 is a 10. So this is a residual graph for this path. Okay, and then add this residual graph into this. Okay, after adding, this is a complete graph. Add this path and the previous iteration path. So now once you check after constructing the graph, if there is any other alternative path, S to A, there is a path we didn't traverse as of now. A to B also we didn't traverse. B to T we traverse, but that is a way to reach the target. So S to A, what is the weight? 10. A to B weight is 5. B to T is 7. Okay, what is the minimum weightage? 5. Okay, flow value is flow plus 1. In the previous iteration, at last the flow value is 8. 8 plus, in this minimum value is 5. 8 plus 5 is 13. So S to A, what is the value? Weightage is 10. But what we consider the weight of this flow of in this iteration, what is the minimum value? We assume 5. So 5, A to S is a 5, again S to A is a 5. We satisfy this constraint. A to B 5 only. So convert this direction into the backward direction. And B to T, what is the weight? 7. But what is the value we consider? 5. So we will derive T to B is a 5 and B to T is a 2. This is a residual graph for this path. Okay. And the next is add that residual graph into the complete graph. Okay. As of now we reach SABT, SCDT, SABDT. We did it. But A to C path, there is a path we didn't traverse. We'll try with this also. S to A to C, C to D, D to T. What is the path of S to A? 5. A to C is a 2. Okay. And C to D is 3. D to T is 1. Okay, only in the forward direction values you consider. So in this the minimum value is a 1, but 1 we already completed in the previous iteration. So unvisited minimum value only you choose. So now minimum value in this is a 2. As of now in the previous iteration we got the flow value is a 13. In this 13 plus 2 is a 15. Okay, S to A, what is the value? 5. But S to A value is a 5. మనకి ఇచ్చిన వాల్యూ ఏంటి? 2 అండి. సో విల్ కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ S to A is a 2 and A to S is a 3. Okay, and A to C 2. So the constraint is satisfied. We'll consider into backward direction. Okay, and C to D we already completed that. D to T in what is the value? D to T 9 undi. So manam what is the value we'll consider? 8 and 2. There is an edge. D to T is a 2. This is a residual graph. For this path. Now complete. Add this residual graph and construct the path. So we'll get S to A is a 2, complete graph 2, 5 and B to 7, and this is a 2 and 8. C to D is a 10, and S2C is 8. So once you check, is there any other path, is there any other alternative to reach the target place? So no more paths. As of now we got the flow value is 15. So maximum flow to reach from source to the destination, the value is 15. So this is a Ford-Fulkerson algorithm. Thank you.